explain the concept of shift left. Have you heard about this term? Shift left. What is shift left? Okay, as the name suggests, shift left means if I just draw one diagram, that will help you to get this concept easily and you can remember this concept. Well, I discussed about waterfall model and agile model. Do you remember that diagram? Waterfall and agile. Guys, do you remember that diagram? Waterfall versus agile.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in case of waterfall, what are the steps we followed? Build and deploy. Let me check if I let me check this diagram. Okay, I can take the reference of this diagram. Okay, you remember this diagram. Open with paint. Okay, so developer push the code to Git repository, then we do the build, then test, and then deploy it, right? What we'll do, let me create a new one. What are the different stages or different in case of pipeline, multi-stage pipeline, right? What are the different set of stages? Can anyone tell me? Deployments, what we discussed about multi-stage deployment. So let's say this is build environment, build, or we call it, let's say dev environment. Then we have, what are the other environments we discussed? Int environment. Then we discussed about UAT, int environment, then UAT, pre-prod, prod, right? Int, let me make it a more closer. Let me make it a little smaller boxes so that we can cover all the environments. Let's say there are 6 environments. What are those environments we discussed? Dev,
int,
UAT,
pre-prod, prod, and
UAT, right? Let's say pre-prod and prod. Let's say these 5 environments. Okay, let's say these are 5 environments: pre-prod and prod, pre-prod and prod. Okay, these are the 5 environments. Okay, now what do you think when we should be start the testing of our code? What do you think when we should start testing our source code? Under which environment? Yes, under which environment we should start testing the code?
Sir, UAT.
UAT. Okay. Anyone else?
As it is a testing environment.
I think it's UAT only.
Okay. Okay. What are the different stages in waterfall? Let's say requirement analysis,
Then design,
design,
then development,
requirement analysis, then
design,
design, then
development,
development,
then testing,
then testing.
then deployment.
Okay, then development, development, then testing, then release, right?
Yeah, release or deployment.
So, what do you think when we start the testing under waterfall? When we do the testing under waterfall model?
After development.
After development. So, there is a separate phase for testing, right? Here we do the testing of our code, right? But in case of agile, this is our agile methodology, right? Or in DevOps we uses the agile, right? What do you think when we should start the testing? Yes, you said UAT, right? Some of you said. So this is wrong answer. As per the shift left policy says that we should not be waiting for doing the testing in UAT or any kind of specific phase. We try to implement testing as soon as possible. So where we will do the test, start the testing? In development environment itself. So if you notice that when the developer writing the code, we also write the unit test cases parallelly, right? And when the developer is building the code, he will be running the test cases as well. Without completing the testing, the deployment to the dev environment will not be completed. There are test cases, unit test cases. Those test cases should be successfully completed. Only then we go to the int part, int environment. And we also do the testing in int environment, right? But the type of testing is different. Here we do the unit testing. Int we have the integration testing, right? Integration testing. Then in UAT, what kind of testing we have? User acceptance testing. Integration testing. UAT, what kind of testing we do? User acceptance. CEPTANC, acceptance testing, right? So we are doing the testing at each and every phase, and it is good to start the testing as soon as possible. This concept is known as shift left. This is known as, this arrow says that shift left. Got it? Start
Means we are
testing
reverting
as
back.
soon as possible. This is known as shift left. And this is applicable not only in case of testing, any kind of activity which you are planning to do later, we will start as soon as possible. This is known as shift left.